Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be going through what toys that I've been buying from the months of June all the way up to August. So I bought loads, man. I bought loads. So today I decided let's split it in half. We'll make this a part one to this haul. And today we'll go through the Vinted haul and the random purchase haul that I bought from either HMV and all that kind of stuff. Plus some TV show box sets along the way. So without further ado, I'm Ryan of Let's Get Kicking Movies, as I'll always say. Let's bring on the destruction, baby! Right, let's get straight away. So the first stuff we're going to go through is the telly stuff. The reason for this is get the more or less stuff out the way and get straight into the films. That's what we care about on the channel, don't we? So the first box set we've got right here is a TV show I wasn't going to guess. I had a £200 voucher. Some of these are off CEX, which is a very, very good. But some of them do go for ridiculous money at certain points of like how much are you willing to pay. So I picked up the DVD box set of the X-Files. This is a show I've been wanting to check out for a long time. I've been trying to find this for a dead reasonable price because I don't want to be buying seasons separately all the time. I feel like if you do, you'd easily run out of space. And I picked up this box set. I think I was like £29. I believe that was a really good deal for this. Like, I have seen season 10 of the X-Files when the event series came out. I really enjoyed it. And I really want to enter this world properly. So yeah, it's really good. You get at least 59 discs. And it took me a very long time to get through them all because I like to test me stuff. I love the art style of Scully and Fox Mulder. And I think they just look so cool. Plus you get the front copy on that. You get the X-Files up on the top. If people do actually like the X-Files, tell me down below, is this show from the original series up to series 9 worth it, or should I watch the next 2 seasons as well? That's just my opinion. You do get them in at least these big cases, which I think is really cool. But the only problem I do have is that all the discs are stacked up onto together. I feel like that's a bit stupid, to be honest. But you know what? They're trying to save money with these because you don't know how much they can be. Like these days, for a DVD box set, if you are willing to sell this season in one cash, you will only get £8 for this. So you're better off paying for like the full amount on eBay and you'll get more money. That's all I have to say. Plus you do get a big massive crack going down the middle, and that is very terrible. So I had to move my discs on the other side of the thingy. But you probably wondered, why is there any discs? The reason for it is that there was plenty of space to put the discs on, stacking them on together, and they just fitted so well. And best thing is, really hard, nice box. Hopefully I can get myself Dexter along the way, because I do really enjoy that show. I think I've only seen the first few episodes and I was well into it, but then I drifted away and watched Breaking Bad instead. I was very well into Breaking Bad. I loved the fuck out of that show. The next box set we've got right here is a show I'm watching at the minute. I'm on season 2 and it is Smallville, the complete seasons 1 to 10. What a brilliant box set right here. You can get the last 5 seasons on Blu-ray, but you can't get the first 5 seasons on Blu-ray for some reason. And I wish we did get a Blu-ray release of all the seasons, but at the minute I've got the DVDs. You can get a box set I think in America, but that's cost like at least £200. I was like, do I really want to be paying that? No, not really. So here we've got seasons 1 to 10. You get all nice colour spine. You do get the Superman logo going all the way down there, but it is missing on Smallville season 10. Now, because this is the season where he becomes the man he knows. And the reason I know this is because it's dead obvious, because this show has been out for so long. It's a really nice box set. I really like it. Can't wait to get on to the future seasons. I feel like season 2 is pretty weak. Like, the last 2 episodes I watched were really, really good. It was starting Smallville's getting back where it's supposed to be. But I feel like the first half of the season, or season 2, I feel like it's a bit shit. But I am enjoying it. So hopefully it gets better along the way. And now we have got a horror series that I grew up during my teens. Who remembers Sam and Dean Winchester riding in that lovely black car? Or I think it's like a Mercedes or something like that. I can't remember, it's been ages since I watched it. But I think it's called the Black Beauty or something like that, which I remember. If it is, if I'm right, tell me down in the comments down below. So I used to watch this show when I was in my teens. I absolutely loved it. Right? It was one of my favourites. And I haven't watched it in a long time, so I have to really catch up on these again. And the series I'm talking about right now is Supernatural. I absolutely love this. I've seen up to, probably for the first couple of seasons, I have seen up to season 5. Then, because I was growing up in my teens, I would have watched from season 9 all the way up to season 15. But I haven't watched the last 2 seasons yet. Because a lot of the seasons I do need to watch. So yeah, so we've got season 1, season 2, season 3, which just has a different case because it's only a 3-discer. We also got season 4, season 5, season 6, season 7, season 8. So I've got the first 8 seasons, the ones that I mostly want. Because that's, I think, is probably the best the best eras of Supernatural, in my opinion. So I can't wait to get back into that. We also got a lovely box set from HMV right here, which is something I am really enjoying at the minute. Yeah, it is superhero related. It is an animation. I've got this for really cheap. I think it was like about £35 when I picked this up. And the show I'm talking about right now. Yes, I picked up Batman the Animated Series. My god, the transfer on this Blu-ray set is absolutely astonishing. They done some really good work on this, and the texture on the art style is so crisp. It feels like you're watching a show that's been made today. And it's God. I love Kevin Conroy as Batman. I think he just does it really well. And you do get 2 movies in it as well. You do get, I think it is Mask of the Phantasm and Sub-Zero. I'll show you right here. So all the discs right here, they are all blue, which I'll just show you right there. It's a bit plain. You're probably wondering why is there a disc missing. It's because I'm watching that at the minute. So I am watching the show. I'm really enjoying it. So the last 2 we got right here are the movies. Batman, Mask of the Phantasm and Sub-Zero. Really good Batman movies right there. Like, for an absolute classic. You do get some art styles as well, if I can get it focused. The Joker and Batman, you've got a bit of Harley Quinn. You know, Two-Face and Robin is right there. Absolutely incredible set. And I got this for 31 quid as well, and it's just, God, it's absolutely cheap. And I only got this on Klarna, because, like, you know, I'm still waiting for my student loan, and I decided to get this on Klarna, and hopefully I get my money next week. And I only got £10 to pay off now, and that's really good. Brilliant set. Right, so finally, we are on to my favourite TV show of all time. I used to watch this when I was a kid. You're probably sick of me talking about it because, you know, but that doesn't matter. It's one of my favourite shows of all time. And the show I'm talking about right now is Doctor Who. So this is the complete series 1 to 7 that came out in, I believe it was 2013, during the 50th anniversary, and decided to release this in a big massive box set. But I think the problem with this box set is that the first 4 seasons, but the specials are alright, the transfers are really good, is that they haven't been remastered properly. Because basically what they put on the DVDs is the transfers that are used from the original cameras. Now they're filming the show back in 2005 or 2008, and these never got remastered properly. So basically what you get on the Blu-ray is actually the 720 or 480 copies that you will get as a big massive upgrade on the DVD. So basically you get the DVD on the Blu-ray, while on the DVD you get like at least 360 quality as most, but a bit more clearer. So these are the art styles that they use for the first couple of seasons. I think it's absolute shit. You don't get the original logo of the Revived series, which I find pretty plain in my opinion. But look, man, they try to make like money from them. I just think it's just stupid. Because like, you know, you decided to do the same for Doctor Who, the complete specials, is that they released it separately because it was like properly on Blu-ray, it's so crisp. But they decided to use the logo in this box set just so they can keep it all lined up. That's basically all they did it. And then this is where the series is probably remastered on Blu-ray. Because this was filmed in HD, high definition cameras, all that kind of stuff. 1080 was like starting to become this big massive thing. And the quality was absolutely brilliant, and the effects was just done perfectly. Probably not the best of effects, but it was really good effects for that time. The problem is that do not release stuff that is not fully complete. If you are going to do a proper remastered, which they are doing, which is going to be released in November, which I will be pre-ordering until I see a bit of artwork that is going to be happening with that box set, I will purchase it. So this is Doctor Who Series 1 to 7 box set from 2013. The problem I also have, which I'm going to say here, it does not include two specials, which are Day of the Doctor and The Time of the Doctor, but this also includes other specials. So the problem I had is that these should have been included with the box set. Then the box set would have been complete, and they would still been cost worth my money. Well, I got it on CX credit. What are you gonna get? What are you gonna expect? But the box set is not worth a dime. It's a piece of shit. It's overpriced. Once I get, you know, which I'm gonna say now, the remaster editions for 50 quid, that box set will be going off the sale. The reason for I kept it at the minute, just in case there's any delays and also that kind of stuff. Because this is, look, for people who want this in the collection, it's a pure relic. Like, you don't know, I keep it just for the last 3 seasons, so I've got them. Because do I really want to be paying another 30 quid for the last 3 seasons of that series? No, that's not me. So I'll probably end up keeping it or something like that. So the next ones we've got right here is the Peter Capaldi era. Right here. So I picked up Series 8. Series 9, Series 10, which has a beautiful slip cover. Look at that. Nice and metallic. But I do like the colours.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I do like the colour scheme towards this Blu-ray. I think it just looks so beautiful. Like, it's just so much like how Doctor Who should be. And this I will probably say is probably the last great season of Doctor Who. Which I would say, because Series 5 is absolutely great as well. And this is Peter Capaldi's swan song, Twice Upon a Time. I think this story is a bit plain. It's like, I don't think it's one of the best like stories that should have ended Peter Capaldi's era. I think the Dr. Fall should have been where he regenerated in the end. And we see Jodie in the Christmas special. And I think it just would have worked so fine. Like you know, just like literally just regenerated, just doesn't want to be, you know.
2 hours later.
On Earth, well, basically on Earth, she doesn't want to continue being the Doctor anymore. And then learning the way from the original Doctor.
2 days later.
And how life should be living on. But they didn't do that. No. They just kept them just like, I will not change. That's basically what it was, man. That's basically what it was. And now we have got Jodie's era right here with the complete 11 series, the complete 12 series, but you do get the Resolution Christmas special, Revolution of the Daleks, which is a pile of fucking shit, to be honest. Doctor Who Flux, this only had 2 good stories throughout the whole season, and that was War of the Centaurians and Village of the Angels. Eve of the Daleks and Legend of the Sea Devils, piece of shit, but I gotta have it because I'm a completist to the Doctor Who collection. And also The Power of the Doctor, which I think is an absolute fun trip, fun ride, and a perfect ending to Jodie's Doctor. Her swan song was just beautiful. Plus, I might have just got it for David Tennant's regeneration near the end.
What a bell end!
That's basically what I've got it for, because I needed that regeneration in highest quality. That's me. But moving on, away from Doctor Who now, because now we are going to be going through what Vinted titles I've got. The first one we've got right here is a 2-film collection of 2 DC Vertigo movies, or part of the Dark franchise, I would say, like, you know, standalone. And the first one's from the creators of The Matrix. Basically, they produced it. And then we've got a DC character who's very famous in Justice League Dark, I would say. But these are still 2 standalone movies, and which are V for Vendetta and Constantine. I absolutely love these 2 movies right there. These are proper DC films, in my opinion, which I'm just going to say here. On separate universes, that everything doesn't have to intertwine. I love the whole London setting and the whole post-apocalyptic setting that they have in the future. For V for Vendetta, I love the character. Natalie Portman is just insane. V, which is the character, I've just remembered now, is an absolute smart ass. He's an absolute really nice character. I love his character. He's a freedom fighter, man. He just wants to save people while also being a semi-terrorist as well. But Constantine is also a great tale. I haven't seen it in years, Constantine, so it's going to be a really excellent revisit for that movie. But yeah, it's a really nice addition. Best thing about Warner Brothers about these early on movies is that the film just plays straight away, which I really like. So I can't wait to watch them again. V for Vendetta and Constantine. And now we have got James Cameron's very famous blue characters of the North from the planet Pandora. This is also one I got out of a bundle actually. So I picked up Avatar. This is just the theoretical cut because I'm not really bothered about getting the director's cut because I've seen it so many times. My brain will probably be popping. But look, I'm a fan of Avatar. I do enjoy the movie. I used to hate on it, I don't know how long. I used to say, oh, Avatar shit, it shouldn't have been made. And then I watched it again last year and I just absolutely adored it. Way of Water is really good, but I think like if they added more detail towards the Navi, it would have been very interesting. But got this in a deal. Absolutely love this film, Avatar. Yeah, I just want to get through it quickly. Next one we've got right here is Tim Burton's Batman Returns, which I think is a very underrated movie. This movie does get a lot of mixed views on this. Like, due to the whole, like, portrayal of, like, I think it was Danny DeVito's Penguin. But in my opinion, I really like the character. I really enjoy it. But the problem is that if he plays, like, more of a gangster characterization, like, what you would have got from the Batman in 2022, which was last year, it would have just done so great, and it would have been amazing. Like, made his original character-based opinion on his views of the Penguin, it would have been interesting. But to be honest, I love this. I think it's an underrated movie, and Michael Keaton is my Batman. It will always be my Batman, but I also love Adam West as well. So yeah, that's Batman Returns. Right, the next one we actually got right here is actually a box set of 3 movies. So we have got Signs, The Sixth Sense, and Unbreakable, all directed by M. Night Shyamalan. So they all come in the separate cases. So here there's Signs, Sixth Sense, which I have not seen, and I have seen Unbreakable, but I haven't seen Signs as well. So it's going to be very interesting watches. But do you want to know how much I've got this for this box set? It was only £5. It normally goes for like £10, I believe it is, for 3 movies. But for £5 is a very good price for M. Night Shyamalan. And to be honest, these are probably like the only 3 I'll probably only going to own anyway. In his like directional view. I might in his directional movies, but I think I might get Split as well because I think I do really enjoy that. But I'm yet to see The Village. but I have seen like more of his newer stuff. I've seen Knock at the Cabin, haven't seen Old yet. Glass was like probably one of the worst in the I would say the Unbreakable trilogy. So that was a bit of a shame for that box set, but you know what, for a fiver, I'm not complaining. The next one we've got right here is to complete my Planet of the Apes trilogy. So what we've got here is the final one, directed by Matt Reeves, and that is gotta be War for the Planet of the Apes. This is the one I have not seen, so I'm looking forward to checking out. I have rewatched Rise and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes again this year, and I still really enjoy them. And to be honest, I'm really looking forward for this one because Woody Harrelson plays the leader of some kind of like military like organization, and it's literally up to them to try and take out Caesar and his people, even though they were just protecting themselves in the first place, right? That's all they were doing. But what was happening? Is it Pergo or Pongo or whatever the other, like, you know, ape's name was? But so yeah, War for the Planet of the Apes. Really good film. Look forward to seeing it. And the next one we've got right here is another Tim Burton movie that came out probably in the early 90s. I think it was 1990, a year after I believe it was Batman 89 came out, and this is Edward Scissorhands. And I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed this one. This is another classic. To be honest, when it comes to Tim Burton, I think his like best movies were during the 80s or the 90s. I think these 90s was his era. And like, this is a very interesting movie to see, because it goes into the world of like Gothic, how this like, you know, this man with who has hands for scissors, even though he was created by his career. So basically he's technically like an android or something. It's like a different take like what you're going to see on Frankenstein. And I haven't seen this for quite a long time as well, so I look forward to seeing this story. And this is actually one of Vincent Price's very last movies, I believe it is. So this was a posthumous release for him, but it's very interesting, and he still sounds the same in this movie as I've seen him in other stuff. But as a final movie for Vincent Price, what a brilliant end to his career. And that's all I'm going to say there. And now we have got another box set. So this is, I got this for very cheap on Vinted. This was, I think it was about like £10. This normally goes for £8 on CX. But that means I will have, but with the £3 postage, it will cost us 11. But because I got this for free postage and stuff, I'm not complaining. But if you try to look for this like brand new, I've got this brand new as well. This will probably normally go for like 25 quid or something like that, if you want it brand new. So I've got this brand new, but I have opened it, so because I do like the cover. So this is Planet of the Apes Evolution Collection, and I'm not going to show you Planet of the Apes or Rise because I do have them separately. So it's just the first 5 I'm going to show you because I really like the art style. We've got Planet of the Apes, the movie that started the whole franchise off. Absolutely great film. One of my favourites of all time for science fiction movies. How like apes have taken over the world, they grew, and you know they're taking over the entire Earth, and it's literally going through their experiences while also seeing this astronaut called, I think it's played Charlton Heston. Which is played by Charlton Heston, as it him to experience this, and he ends up getting imprisoned and seeing the world of the Planet of the Apes. And that's what's so great about this movie. And I think one of my favourite quotes out of this film as well is probably one of the most famous quotes in movie history. And it is, "Get your stinging paws off me, you damn dirty ape."
Since you be gone, for God's sake, just don't break it.
Yeah, like that's a very famous quote, like in the movie. I can't wait to watch this again. It's been a while actually. Hour 55 minutes. It's done absolutely so brilliantly. So we got Planet of the Apes. We also get Beneath the Planet of the Apes. This one is the only movie in the franchise that is a 15, but I have not seen it. So the rest of these I haven't seen. We've got Escape from the Planet of the Apes. I do like the art styles as well. We've also got Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. This is the introduction of Caesar, of their version of Caesar, and Battle for the Planet of the Apes. So Roddy McDowall is actually in this. He plays I think he's in the first one. He's not in the second, but I think he played the rest of them because he plays a character called Cornelius. But in the the last two, he plays the character Caesar, who is the son of Cornelius. That's just me. I still do not know how I know that, but that is just me. But look, I'm a big fan of Planet of the Apes, so I'm looking forward to checking the other sequels out. As you see, you get Planet of the Apes and Rise, but I do have them in the collection as separate because I need it for me Planet of the Apes trilogy and stuff like that. But for the Evolution, for £8, I'm not complaining, and I absolutely love that box set. Put that down there. And now, here's a box set that I actually got for £3. I used to have this actually, but you know me, I would have sold it back during the day. And I picked up this for £3 is, if you go something like this, Adrian! Yes, you know what I mean. It's Sylvester Stallone in Rocky. So this is the Rocky box set. This is an undisputed box set that you can get. You get all 6 films plus a bonus disc. For £3 because it's a very old one. It's a perfect price. This normally goes for about like £10 and stuff like that on eBay. And I've sold it for £3. Had to bite the bullet and get it just for that price because I think it's worth more. But I have also seen this box set go for ridiculous money on eBay for like £15 brand new. Yeah, you can still get brand new copies of this edition. You can't get the same box set out there, which I think it's got more of an upgrade style. I think that's called the Heavyweight collection, I think it is. I don't know how many releases there have been for the Rocky collection, because I now finally came to, I think it's 4K, because I think the 4K has the director's cut of Rocky 4, which I do need, so hopefully I can find that in a while or something. So I might have to get Rocky 4 on 4K, just so I've got the director's cut, because I do like that take, because it doesn't have, is it Percy the Robot or something like that? Percy the Robot? I do not know. That's just me, I'm just trying to remember from the top of my head. And now we have got an Indiana Jones movie, which I think has got one of the best endings to the franchise, but the entire film shit. But I do enjoy it by heart. And the movie I'm talking about right now is dun 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 dun. Yes, it's Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Book. You know, that's big. Yeah, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I think this is a fun movie, and it's literally. But I think the problem with this is that they took away the Nazi element from the original stories and decided to bring the Russians into it. And you know what? I think the problem with the movie is it brought us like that science fiction element to the story, like what they did with the Bong of Tranquility, aka Dial Destiny, and I think that was the like problem with the time travel element, stuff like that. I just feel like it just didn't work for Indiana Jones. I wish they just kept it just normal, you know, just people to enjoy the story for what it is. But like that's always been a problem for me. It's always a nitpick. So there you go. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Book. Right, right, here we go. Here's the next one. Now we've got this also from a bundle. This is from the one I got, Avatar, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and Batman Returns. And that is it's basically a movie about fucking dinosaurs and Sam Neill kicking the fucking asses. Yep, I picked up Jurassic Park. To be honest, for Jurassic Park, this is the only one you need. It should have just been one standalone movie. I do like The Lost World, also directed by Steven Spielberg. I think it's pretty underrated, but this is the only one you need in your collection for Jurassic Park. Unless you want Jurassic World, get Jurassic World, the first one. The rest of them are just shit. Right, so I will be getting Jurassic World at some point, but I've got Jurassic Park here. And to be honest, I really love this movie. You know, it's been ages since I've seen this as well. Look, it's been so long since I've seen some of these movies, right? But like sometimes I can't remember the fucking synopsis. But this one, I remember Richard Attenborough. I think he's plays the professor in this, and he's like so attached to this big massive park full of fucking dangerous creatures. Look, bringing dinosaurs back to life just from a fossil, it's something you should have quite just left alone, mate. But you brought a park back to life, which should have been open to the public, but best thing kept shut. This is the only film you need, Jurassic Park. And the next one we've got right here is a film I got for I think £1, I believe it is on Vinted. And I thought it was a really good price. It was brand new as well. It is Region A and Region B locked, so you can, means if people can't want the British edition, you can't get this separately. So I picked up Rambo 3. I do have the other Rambo movies in the other pile there, so don't worry, I've got all the Rambos now. So, which is I found was really good. So I've got this for £1. It's got like, you know, the discs that you would get from the 4-movie box set that you can get like just easily. But it's out of print now, that box set, so I've decided to get some of these separately. But you can get them separately, I think, with the new art style. It's like more like artistic style kind of covers. But I've decided just to pick this one from the original poster. And to be honest, for the price for £1, I am not bothered. I think it's a fun movie. They go to you know, I believe it's Afghanistan or something like that. I think it's just to rescue his I think he's old colonel who's played by Richard I think it's Richard Sienna or whatever. But I haven't seen this in years either. This is loads I haven't seen in years. The last time I watched it is when bloody Last Blood came out, and yeah, everyone remembers that. Right, so the next one we've got right here is a 4-movie set. This stars Tom Cruise in his famous role as Ethan Hunt, the spy, the myth, the legend. You know, with his team with Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, and Rebecca Ferguson. You know, that kind of stuff. But this is a 4-movie edition of the Mission Impossible movies. Decided to get this one. This was about like £2 for 4 movies, and I wasn't really complaining about that. That was actually a really good price. There is a bit of damage down the bottom right there, but you know what, it was £2. I'm not complaining. So you get, you know, the first one, the second, the third, because they're just numbered, and then you get Ghost Protocol as well. I do like the first 3 discs because you do get art style on them, and I think that's really cool. Right there you get Mission Impossible 3, plus that's when the disc started to go plain, because you know Paramount, they're fucking weak doing artwork. They're weak doing artwork. But for £2 I'm not complaining. It's like, I absolutely love Mission Impossible, I think Mission Impossible Fallout. I think like how incredible and how different it is, but it still feels like a Mission Impossible movie. At the end, I love the characters. They're like the characters in the up to 4, which I'm just going to say, they start to get much better. You start connecting to the characters. The Simon Pegg's character, it's just so funny with Ving Rhames and that. It's just so incredible. And that's all I've got to say for that, man. So the next one I've got right here, I've got Mark Wahlberg in Tim Burton's remake of Planet of the Apes. I really enjoy this one, to be honest. It's I wouldn't say it's the best remakes of all, but to be honest, I like that they brought a different take to it, like as well. I know they've still done the whole astronaut thing, you know, like, you know, I'm going to say Mark Wahlberg's character goes to the future, you know, find out the apes have taken over the world and that stuff like that, and start getting intelligent. But the thing is, I just really enjoy it. But the problem I do have it is, why does, right, Paul Giamatti in this plays a fucking baboon? Like, who put him in the film? I was like, look, he's a good bloody actor and stuff like that, but I felt like his character of this fucking baboon or something was fucking weird, to be honest. I thought it was one of the weirdest things I've seen in my life. But to be honest, I do enjoy it. I wouldn't say it's one of Tim Burton's best, but it's great to add it to the collection. So yeah. Oh god, here we go. We've got some Stallone here in one of his like biggest, like, you know, trilogies of all time, which is now a quadrilogy, and that is The Expendables, or The Expendishits, or whatever they're called. I do like the first Expendables movie. I think the first 2 are really good. The third one is like, they made that PG-13. Fucking hell, that was terrible. I remember seeing that when I was like 15. It was a year after it came out. I was like sitting down and watching it, because I loved the first 2. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? It's like, there was hardly no blood, there was no violence, there was no like grittiness towards the villain. Like, even though Mel Gibson is in the third one, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work out. Like, you know, Steven Seagal's in the second one, and he's supposed to be in the villain. Or was it? No, it's Jean-Claude Van Damme, you fucking idiot. I was just like trying to remember from the top of my head. It's because it's been ages since I've seen this as well. This is the rental copy. This is also an uncut edition, I believe it is. It's like an hour and 43 minutes. So I'll be watching this like before the new one comes out. I'll watch the second one and then just skip the third one because I don't have time for that shit. So yeah, that's me. I will skip it. And the next one we've got right here is very rare, and it goes with a song like this. Dun 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 me 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 oh, it's just me singing fucking Axel there. Yes, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the bell end, written by, I think it's Harold something, I cannot bloody remember. But this movie is directed by Tony Scott. It is a sequel to one of the greatest action comedies of all time during the 80s. And it's Beverly Hills Cop, but I do have Beverly Hills Cop 2 separately on Blu-ray. The reason for this is I've already owned Beverly Hills Cop 1 on the VHS range like HMV used to do. I think you can still get some of them that are still haven't been sold yet, but I've been there going for dead cheap now anyway. And I decided to pick up the second one. This is very rare to get. This is out of print, but you can get a free movie edition now where you can get all 3 movies. But due to me having the first one, I might as well get this separately. I got this for £2 on Vinted. What an absolute bargain. I'm still on the lookout for number 3 on Vinted. I have saw it, but I can't buy it yet because I've been having problems with my debit card at the minute because it stopped working. So I'm waiting for a new debit card. So once I get my new debit card, the third one would be bought if it's still on the app. If it's still on the app. But that's just me, man. So yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 2, directed by Tony Scott. I do really enjoy that actually. The third one when it's set in the theme park, crucial. So the next one we've got right here is a Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I should have put this on the poll. If you're not known, I got a Arnold Schwarzenegger watch along that is happening on Tuesday the 4th or 5th, if I'm just saying correctly. Yeah, it's Tuesday the 5th. We are going to be joined by, I believe it is, Scott the movie critic, or he goes around saying, Mortal Kombat! And of course, we've got Night of Rock God 2004. You know, you guys right, Yari, your bellends! Yeah, you know the famous catchphrases they got. So, I am talking about right here, the Running Man. This is the US, I think the US edition. This one is not region locked, so just to warn everybody if you do want to get the American edition. I think this one will probably be out of print now because this is from Republic Pictures. And this has some of the greatest catchphrases you're going to see like, out the whole movie. And one of my favourites, I'm just going to say right here. Dalkaman, you were Sub-Zero, now you are Plane Zero. Like, that is just my like shittest like Arnold Schwarzenegger impression of all time. So we've got The Running Man. It's a really enjoyable film. It's basically loosely based on Stephen King's like short story that he written, and it's basically like about Arnie. Like, he used to be an ex-cop, but he was like framed for murdering, I think, a whole big family, like due to the police department being corrupted. So he ends up escaping prison. He ends up getting put in this you know, game show kind of thing, which is like a real thing you can see. And whoever's like committed the crime goes into the Running Man game, and it's a really good film. Right here, I think it's underrated. It's one of those like Arnie films that don't get talked about like much. And I've not only saw this until like a few years ago, and I think the only ones I haven't seen from Arnie yet is probably Collateral Damage. It's probably Collateral Damage, to be honest. Oh yeah, Red Sonja I haven't seen Conan the Destroyer. I heard that's shit. Plus Red Heat and Raw Deal. Which is I'm going to talk about right now because we've got this free movie set of Arnold right here, because you get Total Recall, Raw Deal and Red Heat. I got this for pretty cheap. This was only a $5, which was not bad. So it's like you see here, look, Total Recall, Raw Deal and, you know, Red Heat. And then says I thought, oh, and Jim Belushi's in it. That's who I did not expect. But I think my favourite scene out of Total Recall, which I'm just going to say now, is probably the scene like where, like, you know, Quaid is literally like running away from like from the intergalactic police, or like saying, or like the secret agency that Hauser is part of, and he's like literally got like that machine and he gets that like the gun thing that he hooks up on his nose, and he's just literally like pulling the tracking device out your nose. He gasping out like something like this. No, 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 no. So you know, seeing his eyes like pop out, because that was some really good stop motion like effects that was happening right there. The prosthetics were great in that movie. Directed by Paul Van Hoven as well. But I've got this like triple build trilogy because it was like easier to get the other two movies. So I've got a few like Arnie classics now, which I'm happy with. So yeah, Total Recall, Raw Deal, and Red Heat. Gotta be interesting films. Right, I'm just gonna pick this one up. So the next we have got 4 more titles to go through. We have got an Ultimate Gangster collection, which contains American Gangster, Cleo's Way, Casino, Public Enemies, and Scarface. So now I've got 2 copies of Scarface and 2 copies of American Gangster, because I've got it in my Denzel Washington collection over there, because I've moved my stuff. Because I've got pop vinyls back on there while I've got the other stuff in the cupboard. Yeah, this is a really interesting box set. I've got this for Casino. I know you can get Casino and stuff, but I got it for Cleo's Way because like how rare the movie is. And I got this for £5 as well, which is not a bad deal to be honest. Plus I got 2 extra movies that I do like as well. I like all the movies in this, like to be honest. But do I really need another copy of like, you know, I'm going to say now Scarface? No, not really, because I've got it, but to be honest, for the backup copy and this, like, how good this set is, I'm just really happy with it. For £5, classic selection, banging! So the next one we've got right here, we've got the movie that I have purchased nearly about 3 times, and that is Kurt Russell and Kim Cattrall, if I'm saying that right, I am, is in John Carpenter's Big Trouble in Little China. So I bought this for 3 times. Everyone will know this. I used to have a German copy, then I had the Arrow edition for the UK, and I also had this beautiful American edition right here. So I do like this edition. I got this for like in a £3 bundle as well, which is really good. And I've been wanting it for quite a long time. And this is actually region 3, which I've noticed. It says like region A locked, but it is region 3 if anyone do want to get the US edition. This is just like an ordinary 20th Century Fox, because you can't get this. The only way you're going to get this in the UK is on Arrow, or in other countries you can get it anyway. But it's normally like £8. I got this for £3, and I was like, I'm happy. Good little film, a great character from this. I love Jack Burton in this movie. I think Kurt Russell just pulls it off. I would say it's like a different characterization towards the Snake Plissken character, but more of like a comedic role to it. Oh man, it's just so insane. It's just so amazing. And now we have got RoboCop trilogy right here. It's a 3 movie set. You get 1, 2, and 3. Right, I'm gonna say something about this here. Is that the first one absolutely amazing. I used to have the Hour edition because I'm an idiot. Because that's me. I am an idiot because I got rid of them. RoboCop 2 is a piece of shit. It's probably one of the most boringest movies I've seen in my entire life. They brought Peter Weller back, and it was directed by Irvin Kershner. I've seen his bad stuff, like, you know, like, I think it was The Eyes of Laura Mars and, like, you know, Empire Strikes Back. So that's probably, like, his only best movies he's done. Even though RoboCop 2 is, like, probably one of the last movies he's done in his career. Then he just retired. Then RoboCop 3 I do have a soft heart for. So this is, like, the trilogy edition, which is really good. I do like the cover. It does have a bit of tape right there. I just don't know why. I think that was coming off or something. But this also does come with a different art style on the case, if you want to do that. So the first one, you do get the logo, like where the company created RoboCop, and then you do get RoboCop 2 and 3. You can't get 2 and 3 separately, but they are very out of print, which I'm just going to say. So you can't get this edition either. So I think you can only get the first one separately, unless you get the Arrow edition, something like that. But to be honest, got this for £3. I'm not complaining. For that price, it's better than anything. So basically, £1 a movie, not bad. And the next one, right, is it's a shark movie that I've seen this year, and I've really enjoyed it. And I had to get it on Blu-ray. I used to have it on Blu-ray, but I got rid of it, didn't I? And I picked up this shark movie, Deep Blue Sea, with Thomas Jane and LL Cool J. Basically, like, all set in this, like, I think it was this, like, sea life center or something in the middle.
One eternity later.
In the middle, like, of Norway. I think it, like, something in the Atlantic, something, because there's been, like, experiments that's been happening to try and treat Alzheimer's. But due to, like, you know, unfortunate events, the fact they do find the cure, but you know what happens? Because they're doing all these experiments on sharks, they get very feisty and they're out for the feed. So it's basically up to them to try and get off this this facility. Plus there's a big massive storm happening at the same time. And it's simply up to them to try and get out of there. So yeah, Deep Blue Sea, absolutely enjoyed this. Bigger, smarter, faster, and meaner. To be honest, I just don't know why Stellan Skarsgård was in this movie. He only lasted like 5 minutes, in my opinion. You know, I do remember seeing when he gets his arm bitten off, so that was very interesting. Samuel L. Jackson was like, he just played a minor role, to be honest. I didn't think he was like some big part of the story, but to be honest, I think it's brilliant with the mix of practical effects and CGI. I think it's just done so well, like together. And the prosthetics on the shark, beautiful. Like art. Like what you're going to expect when it comes from a shark movie. Right, and the last one we've got for Vinted before we go on to the next stuff is Robert De Niro in Ronin. Also got this in a Vinted haul. So because the rest of the stuff that I had went straight to CX and I got a really good credit for it. Well, I might as well, to be honest. If I'm going to get money, I might as well get something else. The next one, so yeah, loyalty is bought. Betrayal is a way of life. So basically, this is set in France. It's literally up to this, like, you know, this organisation called Ronin to try pick up some kind of, like, you know, briefcase. That I think then once they pick up the briefcase, they're gonna do like some kind of bloody heist or something. I haven't seen it myself, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. And I know this does have a very rare out of print Arrow release, which I might track down in the future if I can, because I am going to be rebuilding the Arrow collection again. I do have some at the minute, which I can't wait to display on the shelves again. They'll probably go in the original place, like, plus they're going to be like stacked all the way to the top and stuff, but I will probably buy more in the future. I'm going to go very slow with my purchases, like, in the next few months, because I don't want to go through all that again and sell them because I'm an idiot. Because I've got all my premiums now. I love my premiums. I love my horror collection, like, which is very good. So yeah, so that's another thing. And now it's time to go through what HMV, Amazon, all that kind of stuff that I've been purchasing off the internet pickups now. So the first one I've got right here, I'm just going to pick random shit off the floor because they literally fell all over the floor. So we might as well go backwards. So the first one we've got right here, we've got those fucking Martian aliens always coming to Earth, attacking the human race. What happens? They want to do an invasion, don't they? Nice Planet, we'll take it. Probably one of my favourite Tim Burton movies of all time. During the 90s, stars Jack Nicholson as the President of the United States. Look, they just want to go around killing people. That's basically what they want. They say, oh, they come in peace. You come in peace, or whatever like they say when they try to use that translator. Yeah, I've got to give credit to Mars Attacks. Like, I've got this from, like, Amazon. I think this is expensive as fuck, this film, man. Like, how the hell this hasn't gone down to £6 or like £4 or something like that? It's just ridiculous. Like, it was £8. A bloody pound I had to pay for this film. But to be honest, I absolutely loved it. I watched it again after so many years. And one of my favourite scenes out of this film is literally, like, there's a scene at this trailer park where this couple is basically like getting it on, and then you just see all the aliens just like just bloody doing ha 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 ha, staying alive, like staying alive playing in the background while they're getting it on, and they're just literally breathing onto the fucking window. Oh my god, it was a funny scene. Yeah, like for £8, like, to be honest, I wish it was £5. Like, that's how much I would have paid this, but you know, because it's a very expensive film to get now, I might as well buy it. So, Mars Attacks. And now here's a good classic, I think the only Star Trek movie I will ever watch, probably better than bloody Star Trek, is Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, and Alec Rittman in Galaxy Quest. Absolutely amazing film right here. About a couple of, space opera actors, they're just trying to live life. They do conventions and stuff. So one day they get the opportunity to go up into space and fight for these like aliens or something that are literally like on the, I think they're like on the run from like some kind of intergalactic empire or something, because they want to like extinct them. And I was like, yeah, that's a really good film. I really enjoyed this one back in the day. No, I think I watched this a couple of years ago. I was like, I just can't remember everything about it. Unless it's just me, I just remember something of it right now. But I remember these little bastards down at the bottom, the green little bastards, right? They are actually cannibals. They eat their own kind, but they like to eat other people as well. I was like, ooh. I found that really interesting. Never give up, never surrender. So I look forward to watching this again so I can get the idea in my story, get the story in my head. I love the art style now. Look at how artistic that is. My God, absolutely beautiful film. And this was a role, like he plays like the Klingon kind of character. Yes, I know what a Klingon is. That's just me. He plays like the Klingon character in this movie, and he's just like, it wasn't a role that he wanted to do because he was like a pure actor. And I never thought Alec Rittman would have been in it, like, to be honest. But I'm glad he was. Plus it gave him like a perfect opportunity to like, do something different with his career instead of doing like villainous roles and stuff like that, which I found really good. Yes, I picked up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie, the original, I might say, released by Mediumware, which is a company I've never heard of before, which is a really interesting company actually, because I think they've done some other movies as well that are released. This does have a triple movie pack, which you can get all 3 movies. I only want the first 2 because the third one's a pile of shit. Even though the second one's not that good, not really a brilliant movie, but it's a fun movie to me. Secret of the Ooze. Why I? But this one is a very dark film, for like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. And I love the darker tone towards the story. And like seeing the Shredder is very vicious in this movie. He's just done perfectly well. And being able to see that opportunity towards that character, it's just done brilliantly. The Turtles prosthetics and stuff like that I do really like, because it's done proper puppeteering, which I would say, I think they've got like, puppeteers from like the Henson Company or something like that, when Jim Henson was still alive. So I found out that was really interesting if I am correct. But to be honest, like, brilliant choreography, brilliant atmosphere towards the characters, and Splinter has got some really good, beautiful acting skills as well. And for those voice actors who are doing the role, like Corey Feldman was one of them who played Donatello, which I never thought he was in it. It was just really interesting to see that he was, and it was just a perfect role for him. So yeah, that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. Now we have got a triple Schwarzenegger movie collection box set. This contains Junior, Twins, and Kindergarten Cop. I got this on eBay for like 10 quid because I needed these films. I used to own multiple copies of I think Twins. I think I had it like I had the DVD, I had the German copy of it, which had a really lovely transfer, but whatever I did, I sold it. And then I've got this. The perfect transfers in this like trilogy set is Junior and Kindergarten Cop. They just look so nice. But Twins, they literally just took that off the DVD copy. The quality is absolutely terrible. The transfer is just stupid. And to be honest, I think I've just wasted like at least, I'm going to say a £5, because these two would have been like £2.50. So I've wasted a bit of my money, to be honest. Look, all classic movies, plus I wanted to add them to my Schwarzenegger collection. But I think in my opinion, I might have to just get the Fabulous Films edition. So this might be going up on sale on my Vinted store. If people pull back, we'll probably buy it. I might just stick it up for like £8 or something like that. So that's just me. The next one we've got is Mission Impossible. Fallout. I do have Rogue Nation, but it's floated all over the floor over there. But I can't be asked to get it. So that is just me. So this is my favourite Mission Impossible movie all the time. The different take towards the story. it says the best mission yet, and I say it is the best mission. I feel like it's got an absolute great twist. Henry Cavill is amazing in it. Like, I never thought he would have got cast in a Mission Impossible movie. And this has got that situation with the whole mustache situation. You know, the CGI mustache, which you would have seen in the original Justice League movie. I was like, you do see the outline of the terrible CGI trying to get the bloody mustache out there, away to cover it up. Because he was filming Mission Impossible in 2016. And I felt it was like a bit weird. It's like, why would you bring back Henry Cavill if he's already filming that film? Even though the footage that was filmed for Justice League was filmed like 2015 and stuff like that until the new one get released. And that's why something I felt really weird, which was connected to Mission Impossible. So, still a good film. I can't wait to watch it again. And now we have gone into yes, Rambo, Last Blood, and we do also have Rambo, First Blood Part 2 as well. So I don't have to say anything else about this. They can go that way. And I think we've got Rambo, the one that's directed by Sylvester Stallone. We can go that way because we already talked about Rambo. And the next one we've got right here is another movie that I've got Mission Impossible Fallout is. It's a groovy baby. Yes, we have got Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. Yeah, so this is the one that you need to get for £3. It's on the flash sale for at least £6. I think it's £6, but with a discount it's like £3.50 something, £3.59 I would say. Absolute great film. Hopefully they do release 2 and 3 separately. But I think that I know why they've been trying to get rid of these, because they're not being selling well. So put them on for the sale for £3. Great price. And also by Icon as well. So I'm glad to have that in the collection. And now we've got 6 pickups that I've bought the other week. I thought 2 weeks ago, where I met with Sam to see The Good, Bad and the Ugly on the big screen. I think it was like an anniversary or something. The transfer was absolutely beautiful in that movie. So I went to HMV and I decided to pick up some tiles because I had like, you know, £40 to spend. I got these for being like £43, so I only had to pay £3 towards it because I had like £40 cash. And I decided to pick these one up because I've been wanting to get these for a long time. So the first one we've got right here is a film that stars Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. It has one of the most favourite songs of all time. And we will always love you. Oh, yeah, I love you. What the fuck? I don't know what I'm saying. So I picked up The Bodyguard, you know, with the famous cover. Like at the, you know, I think it was like the nightclub scene. Because like Kevin Costner's character is like trying to tell Whitney, who is the fictional character in the movie, saying that she can't perform, like due to like this kind of stalker or assassin that is like, you know, trying to hunt her down, trying to assassinate her. Because I think she just does. I think the assassin who like just doesn't like her. So it's basically him just protecting her. Is basically what it is. But they soon end up going into this like whole forbidden love and stuff. But to be honest, it's an absolute great film. I think it's pretty underrated in my opinion. I just think it's just a lovely little film. Just, you know, just for your action stuff, that kind of thing. Brilliant thriller as well. So, Bodyguard. Now, we are going into a bit of Charles Bronson. He's in probably one of his most famous roles during the 70s. You remember the famous character, Paul Kersey, who became, after the death of his family, he ends up becoming that big, massive vigilante that nobody knew who he was? Well, I have the movie right here, the original Vigilante, and the movie I'm talking about right now is Death Wish. This is the uncut edition of the movie. Absolutely brilliant performance from Charles Bronson right here. I absolutely enjoy every single minute. It is a bit of a hard watch, like towards these characters and stuff like that. You see this depressed man becoming this vigilante that saved a whole load of crime, just going around killing like every single crime that comes his way. And it's just done so brilliantly. Directed by, I think it's where's the bloody director? By Michael Winner. And he's written the story as well, and he directed the first 3 movies. and I heard all the first 3 movies are absolutely good, but this is the one that you need in collection. But I heard that Death Wish 2 is actually really, really gory and really serious, and I'm looking forward to getting that. But I will be getting the US edition. I think you can get it Australian, and you can get the Vinegar Syndrome. I think the Vinegar Syndrome is probably dead rate to get now, but I look forward to getting Death Wish 2. Absolutely love that film, and I watched it on TV as well, so that's where I saw it. And the next one we've got right here, this is inspired by an actual heist that happened in, I think it was it New York, in the Bronx or something like that, or unless it was like San Francisco or something. It's basically about a 1972 heist that gone wrong, which led them to, you know, which literally led them taking all the robbers, taking all the bank staff, all that kind of stuff hostage, and to be just seeing them like work with the police and try and discover a plan to get the hostages out safely so they can get away with the money. And the film I'm talking about right now is Dog Day Afternoon. What an incredible performance from Al Pacino right here. He was perfect for the role as this, you know, this loan shark bank robber, even though he used to work for the bank. So he's basically just like getting like certain amounts of money and stuff like that, so he can just get out the country and earn like more money for his family. But he's also like in love with a different person. You say a lot of things that you wouldn't say in this movie, and it's based on an actual heist as well. I've seen this year, and I've really enjoyed every single minute of it. Because I was in a Al Pacino kick this year, and I was like, yeah, this was like one of the movies I need to get. I do need to get The Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino, because they were really good in that as well. So, but I've also picked up another Al Pacino, which is A Panic at Needle Park. That's another one you cannot like get like easily as well, unless you can get it from like HMV and stuff. But that's just me. The next one we've got right here is one I've been wanting for a very long time. It's got Robert De Niro and Harvey Keitel in Martin Scorsese's Mean Streets. This one I've been wanting to get for a long time. It's basically, you know, just about, you know, brothers who are literally like, you know, the other one gets into trouble, and it's literally the other brother trying to get him out, but you got the whole mob like trying to get them and stuff. They're on, I think they end up going on the run, but it's been ages since I've seen this as well. I was 15 or 18 when I saw this, so I'm looking forward to checking it out again. So I love the art style. This was released by Icon as well, which is really good. Like, you know, I think this is really like really hard to come by. It is still in print, but you probably can get it on like, you know, Amazon and stuff like that. But I saw this in like HMV for like £8, and I had to fucking snatch it straight away, because look, if someone buys it, it'll be gone. So yeah, that's Mean Streets. And the next stuff we've got right here are 2 movies with Michael Douglas, which I did want. The first one we've got right here is a David Fincher movie which stars Michael Douglas. You know, he's this you know, Wall Street clerk who's like, really like earns a lot of money. He ends up getting contacted by his brother, who's like has a big massive birthday present for him. So his brother gives him his birthday present. He enters this like some kind of like game which is like run by this like, you know, organization, and he starts to like think, oh, it's just a sham and that. He starts saying things that happen to him like around his life, and I do see it as well. And there's a lot of things that happen, and he's trying to solve like what's going on. He's on the run and stuff. But this film has one of the biggest, you know, one of the biggest twists of all time. And I'm talking about The Game with Michael Douglas. What an incredible movie. Very underrated. Very underrated. God, I absolutely love this. This film, I think this film does get talked about a lot, but depending like what conversations this does get brought up. And this is like the perfect of the example, which I do have to say here. It's just perfect. It keeps you on edge. You're wondering like what kind of twist, like what's going to happen next. And this does give you that opportunity, The Game. And the last one for the HMV stuff, because we've got 3 more box sets, and that'll be the end of the video. And I had to talk about Falling Down, another movie that I've been wanting to get. You can't get this for like, I think a €5 depending if you're getting it from CX and stuff. But I decided to get this like full price because I wanted it for like, you know, for a good price. I think £7 was a really good deal. And yeah, I remember watching this when I was like, I think I was like 19 when I watched this. I really enjoyed it. It's basically like about this, like, you know, this like dad who's literally like wants to see his son, but like due to not getting any custody, he's literally just going on a very big massive rampage around town. It's just insane. He's just literally going around killing people like in the middle of that anyway. That's basically what the story is. I love the scene like where he goes to this like fast food joint and he's literally like asking like, can I have some breakfast? He wants like some kind of flapjack thing. But then they say, oh no, sorry, but I haven't got breakfast. Breakfast is finished. Which stops at least, I think it's 11 o'clock. And then, because there was no breakfast after 11 o'clock, he ends up picking up his briefcase, putting it on the bloody counter, and he just takes out this big massive bloody shotgun or something, like straight out of his bloody briefcase. And it was literally like, and he just shoots in the air, and everyone like was like so scared, and then literally just like, give me my fucking breakfast. Like that was literally the whole like quote, like from that movie right there, and I thought it was a really interesting take to go for it. So that's disc you get, which is a really good artwork and everything like that. So I look forward to checking this out again. Been ages. Right, so the next one we've got right here, before we end the video today, is that we have got yes, I picked up the Superman 5 movie collection for at least, I think it was £10 on Amazon, which is not a really bad price. I'm going to be honest, it is worth £10, but the thing is, what I find ridiculous is this does not contain the Richard Donner cut. This is only the Richard Fleischer cut, or Richard Lester, or whatever his fucking name is. But you do get like Superman 3, which I did enjoy, by Richard Lester, but I wouldn't say it's like the best movie that he would have directed, which I would say. Superman 4 is a piece of shit. Don't have to say that anymore that. And we also got Superman Returns. So it's a really cool box set. You get a lovely hard box, which will get a better noise on this, right there. And you do get your movies in like, you know, single Blu-ray cases with the brand new discs on them. That has been like lodged out, so I'll have to quickly sort that out. It's my name. So this contains Superman 1, 2 and 3, but I'm probably, when I get round of ordering Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, I will be replacing it. But you do have 4 right there, and also Superman Returns, which I'm yet to rewatch. Which I think is pretty underrated in my opinion. Superman Returns. I think it's just a brilliant sequel to have, like, you know. But I think because it just completely ignores the event of, I believe it is Superman 3 and Superman 4, and I think that's brilliant. But to be honest, I'm just happy you can actually get this, still got this box set like pretty cheap. It's just amazing. The next box set we've got right here is a complete collection. It is it's like a police movie kind of thing that was very popular in America, which got a Blu-ray release. I think these are going out of print now actually. Which I literally said, because I literally like selling them for like dead cheap prices, like from like in HMV. I've got this, I just ordered this because I didn't have it in store. Because I got it for a bit cheaper. I got it for like for £9.80 odd, when it's normally like £11 with the doing the reselling price. Because I tried finding these on like eBay or something like that, and they were going for ridiculous money. So I picked up Police Academy, the complete collection. So you get the first 7 movies, but I heard that the first 2 are probably the best ones because they're more like for adults, while the rest of them, well, basically the last 5 decided to be more for kids or something like that, which could have changed them to like PG and stuff. And I felt that was a bit weird for me. Like, I haven't watched these movies, so. And plus there's a huge rant for me coming from here. You do get the, you know, the name of the movies on it, but come on man, it's just plain black. I feel like they could have done more with this collection, but what are you gonna say? It's just like it's just a collection of movies which you can go get. What the hell? It's on 6 sequels plus 2 TV shows. Bloody hell, that's insane. So we've got 1 and 2. So you get the posters on the back. You can't really see them probably because of the glare or whatever. But it's the same for everyone. It's a good little set, in my opinion. So I look forward to checking them out. I haven't seen Police Academy before, so for £10, I'm not complaining. And the very last box set for this video I also got is also a comedy box set. You can get this dead cheap now. I got this for £10 before I went back up to 15 on Amazon. And this is the complete vacation collection with Chevy Chase. Absolutely really cool to have. I do love a bit of National Lampoon's Vacation and European Vacation, but I'm going to confess right now, I have not seen Christmas Vacation or Vegas Vacation. So this is like the box set which you get. It's a really nice box set. You do get an 85 documentary on the first disc, which is really good. And I really like the art style on 2 of them, while I don't like the first 2. Art style. The first art style we've got right here of National Lampoon's Vacation with Chevy Chase. I feel like this is a bit ugh. I wish that they had the original art style for this, for this release. And also, like, what gives it a bit of a nitpick is that look, the disc is blue and it's playing, but what spoils it? It's those shitty ass bloody eco cases. It's just I don't feel like it feels towards like what the blue is supposed to be. So what they're trying to do is just a cheap way to make money. What it is. This is my favourite one. I remember the scene where like Clark is literally just like recording his wife in the bathroom and he ends up just making a sex tape. But he forgot that he was supposed to leave it like at home. He ends up like taking the tape like on holiday with him, which ends up like getting the luggage stolen, which led to the big bloody massive like porno to be created, which like became so popular in like Europe and stuff. And I thought that was pretty funny. Like, don't film a fucking porno or whatever and like assure it to the world, because you just don't know what's going to happen. So basically the same. I do like they got a different art style. I do like this one on National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I think that looks really Christmassy. I haven't seen this before. I heard this is probably the best one out of the whole like National Lampoon vacation movies. So plus like it's got a very young Johnny Galecki who played Leonard in, I think it was Big Bang Theory. So I found that really good. Plus we've got Vegas Vacation as well, which is the original poster. Yeah. To be assumed, this is a PJ, which is very strange. Plus your eco case on all of them. But it looks very interesting. This is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most, because I look forward to watching this at Christmas when I get around to it, but I might watch it any time so I can like revisit these movies. But the one I'm most looking forward to rewatching properly is probably European Vacation, because that's basically the whole thing I remember from that movie. But that's just me, man. It's been ages since I've seen the bloody National Lampoon movies. I watched them when I was a kid. So, what are you going to expect? Right, where's that box gone? I'm just going to leave it like this. So yeah, that's National Lampoon's Vacation, 4 movies, plus a documentary. Definitely a really good choice for £10. You're not going to get a bad deal from them. So yeah, that's basically everything in this video. Because I'm Ryan of Let's Get Kicking Movies, as I'll always say. Let's bro to destruction, baby, and I bid you farewell. See you later, guys. Bye.